Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today is August 18, 2024. This is the daily read for the collective. It doesn't matter who you are and where you're located. As far as the day is right, hopefully this will be helpful for you. When Two of Pentacles energy is something that can be improved today and that can improve our situation today, usually this means money, the transfer of money, banking, loans. Um, there is also a sense of balancing act in regards to money or other things. This person is very busy in handling both things at the same time. Perhaps you have two jobs that you have to do at the same time. Perhaps you have two duties that you have to do at the same time. And you have to do a balancing act, and it's not easy because behind this person, there's, you can see the waves of the ocean. So things are sort of not very stable, but at the same time, logistically and there are still a lot of things to have to be done. So in regards to this matter, we have to be very proactive, we have to be very focused, we have to be very diligent. And one thing I would like to mention is we have to know what can make us work best under pressure and under demands. The majority of us, we have to have good health, so we have good focus and good abilities to deal with the matters that are in our hands right now. For some of you, maybe you need a cup of coffee. For some of you, maybe you need to have a good meal. So everybody is kind of different. But but definitely we have to be physically ready in order to tackle all the tasks that are required to tackle at the same time. We also need to be patient to ourselves and also to the situation, because there is a sense of uh, uh, you know delicate. We have to handle the situation delicately, because we don't want to um, just finish one thing and the other thing suffers. We don't want that. We want both things um, in good order. So, but I also have to mention the fact that for some of you, it might be kind of overwhelming to do two things at the one time. So some of you might consider in the future, in the coming future, you're gonna find a way to check out from a situation if you don't want to deal with too many things at a time anymore. So which is fine because all of us, we have different priorities in life, and we don't want to constantly have to handle um, everything by ourselves. But there are situations today that we just have to deal with it, because probably we are the only person who can manage the duties perfectly. So, but it is a good question to ask ourselves: how long can we do this? Um, are we overwhelmed already? Um, does it worth it? If it's worth it, probably we will continue. But if it's not worth it, then today is also a time that after the day is completed, when we sit down, ask ourselves, do we want to continue this life eternally? If the answer is no, then it's a time to think about the next step and think about letting go of some of the responsibilities that are burdening us and blocking us from focusing on one of the most important things in our lives. Um, today that some of you might be dealing with monetary matters. Maybe you're gonna pay some debts. Maybe someone's gonna give a loan or something. So be careful, because if this is a deal that is coming back from the past, then it makes more sense and it's safer to negotiate. But does it mean we have to make a decision now? Better not, because Mercury is retrograding. But if you have to do it, then you still have to do it. Just be careful of the fine prints, and make sure that you know the consequences, because you know everything has a consequence. So yeah, if the matters are from the past, then it's more logical. But if it is a totally brand new deal, then you have to be very careful, especially in regards to money, finances, loans, and debts. But today is also a good day to realize the fact that you might need to make some adjustments in regards to your finances. Perhaps you think about debts, loans, consolidations. Unfortunately, some of you might also consider bankruptcy. It really depends from person to person. Uh, but this is a time to look into it, but not necessarily take the action, because many things are happening at the same time right now, and it takes time for us to, you know, for the dust to settle. And when the dust gets settled, we can think about uh, what's best for us next. So I encourage you to gather the information in regards to your finances, ponder about the adjustments that need to be made, and the information you are gathering right now will be helpful in your future decisions. Anyway, this is the read I have for you. I appreciate your participation. If you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.